Good evening, Toastmasters. So here we are at the most exciting, challenging, and interesting session of tonight, the table topic session. And in this session, I will ask 6 people to come to the stage and deliver impromptu speech. Each of you will have 2 minutes, and after this table topic session, audience, please find at the schedule sheet at the bottom, please cast a vote for the person that you think is the best table topic speaker. Okay? So, today's topic is old school lifestyle. You know, nowadays, people's life is getting increasingly fast-paced, and every day our life is getting fulfilled by new excitement, and we seldom take the time to reflect back. But when we do reflect back, we do not call it the good old days anymore. We think it is too old school for cool. Having said that, I still believe that there are some periods in our life that we really treasure, that we really miss about, and even want to go back to. And what are those periods? I'm going to invite Allison to be the first table topic speaker today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Allison a big round of applause.
Are you pointing at me?
Yeah.
Why?
Is there another Allison? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Tyler, can I start? Okay. So, we're speaking of old school lifestyle. The most memorable period of time that I want to go back to is actually when I was in primary school. I still remember the happiness and how happy it is when I doing my homework. Homework is always boring. Yeah. Actually, how great to do my self-learning readings. And I still think why we have Alison here, why she can studying in Hong Kong BU, studying Hong Kong BU, is totally depends on the period when I was in parent school. I read a lot of books on my own, and I never thought about what I can gain from those books just for interest. And I still remember that in every afternoon in my summer holiday, I was like hiding in a very small corner, reading books on my own, and my grandma was like, "Come on, Edison, come to sleep, you have to sleep." But I never followed her order. I just read whatever I like. So at the time I explored history, philosophy, arts, humanity. This is a time when I have the growing of my mindset, and it's that period which gives me the power and interest to explore and broaden my horizons, and that's why I can stand here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Allison.
Oh my god.
Really good.
Oh my god. I love you.
Me too. It is because all those reading that made Allison such a wonderful person today, right? So let's give her another round of applause. So actually, apart from reading, I think that one of the favorite things you do as a child or in high school is play toys, right? So my next question is, what was the toy that you played when you were a child? Now this time, I'm going to give you 5 seconds for anybody who want to volunteer, and after this 5 seconds, I'm just going to call random people, okay? So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm going to invite Jenny.
It's my first time to join in Toastmaster club. I don't know how to prepare my presentation because I haven't joined some club like this. Come back to the topic about the toy I played when I was a child is a bear. It was my the bear was sent by my sister, my older sister, when I was in my 12 birthday. She gave me this bear, and every night I will sleep with this bear. Even in my university, my hometown is in Inner Mongolia, and in my undergraduate study, I came to Changchun in Jilin province. Although my luggage is very large, I still bring the bear with me, and every night I hug the bear, and when I feel very nervous or something I worry about, I see the bear as just like I see my sister. So it's about the happiness of time in my childhood. Thank you.
So even if this is the first time for you as a table topic speaker, I think you really did a good job. So you should really be proud of yourself. Yeah, let's give her another round of applause. It is true that bears, like teddy bears are the carrier of love and warmth, and it can always bring people the happiness, the happy mood. And there are also other things that can bring us happiness, such as movies. So my next topic is, would you share us one of your favorite old movie? And again, I'm gonna give a count from 5 to 1, and if there's nobody to volunteer, I'm gonna call, okay? So, anybody volunteer, just grab your chance, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so, what about this lovely young gentleman here? Cedric, yeah. Could you please be us your third speaker? Thank you. Yeah, you're so cool. Yeah.
Can I share a movie which is not old?
Sure. Too young to share an old movie.
Yeah. I watched a movie called Inception with my girlfriend. And
Wrong movie. Wrong movie. Wrong movie.
and I think this is very good because I watched it twice and I still can't understand what's going on. Because it is exciting, but I can't figure out why people do something and then change the end of the story. So I don't have much to say.
Sure, anything. You're doing good.
Okay.
When did you watch it?
Yeah, right. When did you watch it?
Like 2 years ago.
What do you learn from the film?
I learned that something deep inside would really affect some people's behavior.
Does a girlfriend like it?
She like it more than me.
Oh.
No way.
You mean she liked you?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. So it's always okay, this is really a platform for us to practice English. So as long as you're willing and dare to share, it's already a very good improvement. So ladies and gentlemen, just give her a Actually, I just want to say what a coincidence, because Inception is one of my favorite movie. And
With your boyfriend?
no, okay. You're going too far. All right. So, as we know that the theme of this movie, Conception, is about time travel, right? So, if you have a time machine and you can choose which country and which period you can travel back to, which country and which historic period you want to go travel back to? So this is my third question. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. What about this young lady here? Could you allow your table topic speaker? Thank you.
Well, this is a question. But well, are you seeing too much the TV series like goes through the past? I think if let me choose, I will choose to how about Qing dynasty, and at the time when the tomb of Qin Shi Huang was built, because I'm really crazy about the Qin Shi Huang tomb, so I want to get knowledge of the process of the build. So that's my answer.
Thank you. As Raven has said, this is kind of a weird question, but I personally believe this is kind of an interesting question. Because I think that different person has different perception. For example, some people want to travel back to the France of the 18th century, and to touch that romantic sense of the city again, or some want to travel to the old, ancient China. So I would like to hear another of our audiences here's opinion about which country and in what period you want to travel back to. What about Jerry? Would you be our table topic speaker?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yes.
Just to point out, don't put my name in the ballot, okay? Okay, so which country and which time, right? I would say, have you guys watched Game of Thrones? Do you know Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
the TV series? So, for me, I think that you would say it's not really, it's a fiction movie,
Yeah.
but I think that era, so that's like probably, I don't know, 17th, 16th century or 15th century, where everything is very medieval. So I like the whole scene where they go into war. Not that I'm a chaotic or, what do you call that person, crazy war freak, but I just like the idea of how English was used or how would they talk to people. I think it's quite kind of different from how we are today. Before it, I mean, they might be a bit of a war freak before, you would say, but I think aside from that, where law itself was still being developed, like what laws should a kingdom use, or what is the king's power against his own territory, right? I think these stuff, for me, I'm very curious about these things, and specifically if this is Europe, we're saying. So, I mean, if you go to the Game of Thrones, the accents you would hear the most is not really the British, but they're more of the Shire. I don't know what you call them, but they're basically Ireland, or going up the North British or the North UK people. So it's a lot of them. Yeah, your share, all that stuff. So if I can get that accent, I think I'll be the most handsome man alive.
Thank you. You're always the most handsome guy. I think that everybody's smart here, right? So for the most handsome guy in this room, please just give him another round of applause. So I realized that most of the people sitting here is kind of young, and we're at the front line of the young generation. But are there some certain aspect of yourself that you consider a kind of old school? For example, maybe in terms of your habit, your dress style, whatever. And again, so 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What about Henry? Would you like to be our last speaker?
The topic is old school style.
Old school aspect about yourself.
Myself. Very nice to meet you, guys. This is my first time here. So I don't know what to say. person. When I was young, maybe when I was middle school, that I like to have a long hairstyle, like so that can make me looks handsome. But now I just want short hairstyle, that's convenient. So there are many differences between of the habits. I mean, when I was young, or now I'm old. But I still keep some habits when I was right now, and compared with the time when I was in the middle school or the high school. That like to watch the news, or to study the stocks sometimes. So those are my the hobbies or habits. I think I don't have. I have something to share, but but I'm not well prepared. I think so. I hope you can be tolerant.
Thank you. So this is all for our table topic session. Ladies and gentlemen, just give a big hand to all the table topic speakers. And please remember to cut your votes for the best table topic in your mind, okay? And in the break, you can just give it to me.
The name on the board.
Oh yeah, and the name on the board. So yeah, go back to you.